What's happening, Ice Cubes? I'm not exactly in the greatest mood because this is the second time I'm now recording this vlog because Big Dumbass here deleted the original vlog, which, to be fair, was an hour long of mostly me just rambling. But it had a lot of good stuff that I was talking about anyway, and I feel dumb. I feel stupid. I don't know why it didn't click in my brain that I was still uploading it, and I'm dumb. I don't know. It's been a long day. I've been up since like 4:30 a.m., so it's now it's like a quarter to 4. So I've almost been up 12 hours already, so whatever. I need more caffeine. So, anyway, it has been almost 2 months since I've made a vlog of any kind. It's actually kind of weird, but to be fair, I was making way too many of them, so it's not that weird. Everyone who knows me knows that I ramble on too much, and there was a time where I was uploading way too many vlogs. But I don't know. I don't care. But it's been very unnervingly quiet for the past 2 months, because for the past few years, it's always every month or so that something happens. It doesn't matter if it's drama, IRL problems, anything, other people's stuff going on, something happens. But nothing has happened for 2 months. So, and I'm not the only one who thinks it's been super weirdly quiet. And being prepared for something bad to happen. But I mean, if it does, then I'll be prepared to handle it the best way I can. Let's just hope I don't get threatened with legal action this time. I don't know. I've also been kind of in a rut in terms of my writing. I knew it would happen at one point, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen so soon. Because I have a really solid goal. By the end of this year, by the end of 2023, I want to have something substantial to show off to some contacts of mine who want to see my writing in action and that are interested in Mystic Hills, because I've been grinding myself to the bone, mentally and almost physically, to get stuff written. And to give you a little insight, I have an excessively vivid imagination, but I'm also a crazy perfectionist. So everything is in here. Everything is in here. So all I have to do is transfer what's in here onto the document. But also, I have things in here that would spoil what I want to get written and the way I want it written. So it's been a very big struggle for me personally to try and get it written the way I want it written. So, but I am enjoying it. It is a very healthy challenge for me personally. But I'm also having the thing that's been my desktop for several years now, starting to prod at my brain, and I have ideas for how to revamp and change it and make it better. So I made the decision to add it to my finalized version of my plot points. And the reason why I'm not posting my plot points publicly anymore should be relatively obvious, because I'm not in the mood to fight with anyone right now. I'm really not. I'm really hoping that this quiet stays, but I'm also, the pessimist in me knows that something bad's going to happen soon, but I'm hoping that it stays this way and stays away from drama around Mystic Hills, because I'm tired of fighting people. I'm tired of being threatened. I'm tired of them trying to bully me or threaten me into silence. But it seems that for the most part, once I started keeping everything close to the chest, keeping all my cards close to my chest, things stopped. Like, there's a reason why nothing else Mystic Hills related is going on, and it's because I cut them off. I cut them off from access to my documents, and I made it explicitly clear that I didn't want anything to do with them ever again. But I'm also going to make it clear I don't intend to stop. Like, I wrote Mystic Hills. 90% of what it is and was came from in here. And it's very telling that the moment that they couldn't have anything to steal from me, that everything else stopped in terms of Mystic Hills. It's not a coincidence. Too many things line up for it to be a coincidence. Several points make a line. It's a pattern of behavior. And this pattern of behavior has forced me to just completely shut them out, because I don't care if they want to talk behind my back and talk shit or shit on anything I'm doing. Personally, okay, so I just figured out that I accidentally muted myself when I was fixing my boom arm a little while ago, like 15-20 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm very much over the whole fighting people on the Mystic Hills issue. I have a lot of things I'm going to do with it, and there's a lot of things that I want to do with it that they don't get to have a say in anymore. I wrote Mystic Hills for them. I never asked for anything when I did it. And it's just kind of, I'm just over it. I'm a 25-year-old man. I'm too old to be getting into internet drama and internet beef over a Minecraft roleplay. Because that's what the original Mystic Hills was. It was a Minecraft roleplay for a 12-year-old demographic. So if they want to stay in their little cubicle, stay in Minecraft, and keep focusing on their 12-year-old demographic, non-existent stories, that's fine. Do your thing. Last I checked, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago, their numbers are dwindling. So it doesn't matter to me. And it's one of those things that it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy of they're not garnering any interest because what they're doing isn't interesting. And I'm sure I'm sure that's going to hurt somebody's feelings, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and stand to be bullied or threatened into silence, or threatened with legal action into silence. If it happens again, I'm going to call on you to follow through, because I would love to sit there and laugh at you trying to explain a Minecraft roleplay to a lawyer, and better yet, a judge, to take it even remotely seriously. I would love to see it. It would be phenomenally hilarious. What I'm writing is not a Minecraft roleplay. The way I've written it and the things that I've changed for it, it has absolutely almost nothing to do with the original. The only similarities between the original Minecraft roleplay and my Mystic Hills is some of the character names. The plot is completely different. The motivations for the characters are different. The characters have actual personalities. And there's actually agency in the plot. Things actually happen. It's not some half-assed high school drama that's a ripoff of a ripoff from another roleplay. It's an actual book that I'm attempting to write. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's a reason why you're not seeing any more Mystic Hills related things from their side, and that's because I cut them off. I blocked them. I left the group chat that we had going on, and I restricted all access to my documents involving Mystic Hills. And then after that, they made an announcement that they weren't doing Mystic Hills anymore, and there's been nothing of it for months, as far as I know, as far as anyone has told me. And it's not a coincidence. It's because they know they can't steal from me anymore. I am not going to sit there and be your little workhorse and do the work for you when you should be doing it yourself. And it's the people that I've shared not only the original version of the plot points with, but even the select handful. Like, I can count on one hand the amount of people I've shared the finalized version of Mystic Hills, of my Mystic Hills with, Act 1 through 3. I'm planning each act to be its own separate book. Loved it. They loved it. And it's... And to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to lie, it feels nice to be recognized that I am actually a good writer. I've always thought I was a decent writer, but now I'm being told I am a great writer. But you also have to understand I have this sky-high expectation of myself that I probably in my entire life will never meet, but hold myself to those standards. And if I don't meet them, then oh well. And I am very much dedicated to, by the end of this year, I want to have something substantial to share with people that I'm in contact with who are interested in the premise of what I'm pitching. And the goal is to get it published. That's the end goal. That's my end game plan. I don't know when I'll be able to start making moves towards that plan. My hope is at the end of this year, But honestly, I don't expect to be in talks with any publishers well into 2024, or at the very latest in 2 years, because I still have a lot of work to do. Because it's all in here, and the problem is transferring it from in here onto the document. And it's, I don't know, man. It's been a wild ride, and I really hope that I don't have to deal with them anymore. Like, I've shut them out and blocked them for a reason. I don't want to talk to them for a reason, because all they've done is prove that they've had the same pattern of behavior for literally years. I've been making points on the graph, and multiple points make a line. Multiple actions point out a pattern of behavior. And it's manipulation, deception, gaslighting, and threats. And I won't stand for it. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. And I'm not naming names because they're not worth the time or effort. They're not worth the effort to talk about who they are or what they do, because I stopped caring months ago. Do what you want. I'm going to do my thing. Go do yours. You can, as I was saying before, you can go and talk behind my back. You can go have your fun. Don't threaten me. It will be public, and you will regret saying it. Don't threaten me. Unless you're prepared to follow through, don't threaten me. Please. I don't want to waste my time or your time. Anyway, it's been an interesting couple of months, especially recently. Like, I've been pretty busy. Like, moving in my new bed. This will be the third time I've had to talk about this, by the way. So it turns out this bed, the mattress and the box spring, are hand-me-downs. Like, it's my mom's. So we're throwing away my old one, and this is my new one now. It turns out my mother had been sleeping on the box spring with this mattress upside down. So, like, the frame, it's just an aluminum frame with a cover. So it was completely upside down. The cover was on upside down. They assembled it upside down. I don't know how that happened or why it happened, but that's how it happened. And we had to take it apart and pull it down here. So when we put it back together and we put the cover back on, I literally pulled it in here, set it down, and set the mattress on it, and sat down on it to take a break, because it's not light. And it went thump from under me. And that was when I realized, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It was still upside down. So I pulled the mattress out. I pulled the frame out, took the cover off, flipped it over, put the cover back on, and pulled it back here and put the mattress on. It should have taken me 10 minutes to get it all set up. Like, the hardest part was cleaning the floor. Like, I vacuumed it, I steam cleaned it, and then I put it all together. But it took me a half hour to do all of that, when it should have taken me 10 minutes. And that's, oh, God. Leave it to me to do it the hard way. I don't know. I've also been really having a lot of fun. I've been busy making videos, too. Like, the past couple of weeks, it's been the Convergence mod. But the first playthrough I did of the Convergence mod was 1.2, and now we're in 1.3. So new weapons. They had added a whole ass new boss fight. Fucking loved the new boss, by the way. Lots of Freed influences with this boss. They love the design and attacks that Freed uses, because this is the second boss that they've made that's basically a huge homage to it. Because what was it in Dark Souls 3 Convergence? The Martyr of Londor, the second phase of Visage of Koth. The hardest boss I ever had to deal with, because for some reason I just could not deal with her moveset. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know if it was... I don't know. It's just the boss that gave me the most trouble. I did all of it off camera because it was just me being pissed off and not being focused. And so I just shut up and focused, and it wouldn't have been good content for just me sitting there not talking and just playing the video game. So I did it off camera. I didn't have any problems with the first phase, but the second phase kicked my ass several times. I think I did 30 plus attempts until I finally barely beat it. But I beat it. I was very proud that I made it all the way through the Convergence mod. They have a tendency to make their bosses very difficult, and I love it. But the scale on the Convergence mod for Elden Ring is huge. Like, the patch notes for 1.3 alone was like 3 or 4 pages of patch notes. Real dev notes shit. And it's just made me come to realize that the Convergence mod developers are some of the craziest, fucking balls to the wall, batshit insane mod developers I've ever seen, and I am all for it. I say go for it. It's fucking amazing, and you do amazing work. I fucking loved every minute of it. I'm still loving every minute of it. But those are all completely off topic. I don't know. I have some very solid goals for myself for the rest of the year and for the coming years. But for right now, I think I'm in a really good spot. I'm in a good spot mentally, emotionally, physically, for the most part. Like, I'm a little sore right now from moving beds, but I'm fine for the most part. And it's felt really nice to have this quiet. I hope and pray that this is the end of people trying to fuck with me, because I'm not for it. I'm not for it. You'll either be blocked, reported, or just fucking ignored. Because I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, you can think of me however you want. You can think I'm just some jackass on the internet, which, for the most part, yeah, I'm just some stupid jackass on the internet, and I just play video games and have fun. If you find that objectionable, okay, go write a hate thread and then move on. Please. Because I'm not going to give it a second thought. I don't lose sleep over people who hate my guts or who don't like my content or think I'm wasting my time. I don't lose a wink of sleep over it, because I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing what makes me happy and fulfills me as a person. And right now, that's making video content and working on my books. and going back to that topic, there's something that's been nagging at me, which has been my desktop for literally years, which is Mystic Hills Origins. And I've had ideas churning in my brain of how to change it and make it better, to fit the way I've changed things. And I decided to add it to my finalized plot points. And again, I'm sorry I'm not releasing them publicly. I would love to, but it's unfortunate that I have to keep it private because of people who get their egos hurt or are upset that I'm writing my Mystic Hills. It's just a precaution of mine at this point because I don't want to deal with it. I've done it for a reason, and I want you to respect that. But anyway, I'm generally in a good spot. I'm hoping things will continue to be positive, and I'm hoping things will continue to get better, because as far as I'm concerned, things are better. Because I've got things that I want to do. I've got things I should do. Like, eventually I want to get back into playing horror games. Because I have The Evil Within and The Evil Within 2 that I can still play. The bad thing is that I have to replay all of what I already started, because I did that before I lost my Steam profile, my original one that I made back in 2016 for my YouTube channel, to make the one I'm using now. I'm not gonna tell that story. It was just me being fucking stupid, to be honest. I wasn't banned off of Steam. If I was banned, they wouldn't have let me make a new account. But it's also unfortunate because I lost all of my save files. Almost all of my save files. All of the files that were manually saved onto my hard drive, they were safe. But all of the cloud saves up in the Steam cloud, poof, gone. Not to mention all of my games and money that went into that account. I think it was like $3,500 worth of video games that I had bought over 6 years, 5-6 years, something like that. But it didn't matter. It hasn't happened again, and it won't happen again because I don't trust any random people, which is what you should do. Don't trust random people. Be polite, but don't trust them. But anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't want to ramble on too long like I have the past couple of times I've tried to record this. I've literally been sitting here for like 2 hours trying to get this vlog recorded. I fucked up because I was stupid and deleted the original file of what I actually already did. And I couldn't recover it. I tried. I'm so fucking stupid. But we'll see how I do this time. But anyway, so thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, thank you. I very much appreciate your support. Like, comment, share, do all the good stuff. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out a lot. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!